Hi everyone, it is me, Sailor Moon, Serena here, and it's me, Sailor Moon, Sailor Mercury, Amy here, and today we're going to talk about, you know, why Cartoon Network or drawing show Folkwork is done with our show. I know we made a film already talking about it, but we are going to give another thought onto why this is. Now I know a lot of folks out there are going to guilt it on one thing without knowing the truth to it or not. Some folks are going to guilt it and say, "Oh, bad watch time. Didn't get enough folks watching on Friday evenings from 5 and 5:30. There wasn't enough Sailor Moon followers, watching drawing show Folkwork grown up swim between 5 and 5:30." That was one belief. that could be one belief, but we'll never know because unless we go on Nelson ratings or Nelson ratings or Nelson reckoning or website to read how many folks happen to be watching it on that time at that day at that given time. Another belief is that another belief is that Warner News only got the deal for the first following. Maybe they only got a deal for the first following of Sailor Moon from Toei Business and didn't get the rights to the 2-diff, 3-diff, 4-diff, or 5th-diff followings. At least that's what folks believed. And who really knows why? Need be Sailor Moon isn't as beloved as much as folks think it is. And don't get me wrong, my show is beloved, but maybe it's not as beloved as a lot of folks outside of Sailor Moon followership would think. Who knows? For whatever grounds, sake or why, fuck. I look like I'm crooked all the time, like I'm not straight. And there's that clearing the throat bullshit again. So anyway, maybe that's it. I don't know. All I know is that this Friday is the last 2 sagas of Sailor Moon, and that's it. There are no more. And I went down the whole next week going into the 12th month. And we got Dragon Ball Z or Lindworm Ball Z, which it's not a Lindworm. Why call it a Lindworm when it's not? I don't know. Whatever grounds sake or why, Cartoon Network or drawing show Folkwork is just done with our show. And I know some folks are going to say, well, no, the truth was that if they wanted to do it right, they would have at least ran the 4 followings. Neebies in the 5th. But I guess the watching and looking wasn't doing very well. Didn't get enough folks watching the show at 5 and 5:30 in the evening on Fridays. You got something to say about that? Oh, we hear the forgiveness. Yeah, you're right, Sailor Moon. You're right, Serena. The forgivenesses that folks like to say is, Friday's a bad day for any kind of show. It's a bad day for any kind of show or film or play or game or whatever. Folks are out. Yeah, folks are always going out and always doing shit all the days of the week. Folks are going out to learn. Folks are going to work, going to learn during the day. So you can say that that's a bad time. To have anything on is when folks are at work or not learn. And the other forgiveness is, it's a bad time to have anything on when they are home because they're not watching anything or whatever the forgiveness of folks come up with. For whatever grounds, sake or why, the drawing show Folkwork, grown up swim, whatever on, that's the leadership, the ownership made the call to either be done with Sailor Moon after the first following, or either they only got the rights to broadcast the first following of Viz's Sailor Moon and didn't get the rights to the 2-diff following or the 3-diff following or the 4-diff following or the 5th following or the free films or anything like that. So I know there's going to be a lot of folks out there saying, a lot of folks out there are going to come up with all kinds of beliefs just like we are. And no one's never going to know if they're the truth or not. So now I'm going to tell folks right now, we don't got nothing against Lindworm Ball Z. It's a good drawing show. Are we into it? No, but it's a good drawing show. But I just don't understand why our show's been kicked off for that show. But then again, our show has had a really bad broadcast yesteryear in the 4-1 ranks. Not so much in the settled land, and the 4-1 ranks it has. I mean, go back to 9 between 95 YL, and we losing our UPN and WB deals. Go to 9 between 97 YL when we lost our USA deal. Go to 9 between 98 YL. No, go to 2003 YL when we lost our cartoon deal. When we were in the settled land, we had our YTV deal, and I think we only lost that in 2003 YL due to the same grounds we lost cartoon in 2003 YL for not knowing the deal. But we always had a really shitty broadcast yesteryear, in 4-1 Reichs. So it's almost like that again. And I guess we should be thankful that we even got our show broadcasted in the first stead, which we are thankful for. But a lot of you're right, Sailor Mercury. You're right, Sailor Quicksilver. You're right, Amy. At the end of the day, we should be thankful that Cartoon Network or Drawing Show Folkwork, Grown Up Flim, Adult Flim, Grown Up Flim, whatever you want to call it. We should be thankful that they even broadcasted Sailor Moon, that they even picked it up. And a lot of folks out there, would say, well, need be, they'll come back with another following of Sailor Moon. Need be it only runs from the 5th month until the 11th month. I don't know. Your guess is good as mine. Is what they're going to do or they're not going to do. But all we know is that this Friday is the last 2 sagas of Sailor Moon. That's it. No more for the unseeable upcoming. So, at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's sad that my show will no longer be on Drawing Show Folkwork, Grown Up Flim, and that the only broadcast deals it's going to have is the Sailor Moon Folkwork on Pluto, the streaming deals on Hulu and Disney More, and the the Chewy Roll deal, streaming deal, and that seems to be it. Oh, whatever deal we have with Netflix, and that's it. So your guess is good as mine. So let me know what you think about, Cartoon Folkwork, Drawing Show Folkwork, Grown Up Flim being done with our show. I, Sailor Moon Serena, I, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Quicksilver Amy, and we'll see you later.